Right now, this exact moment, you're standing at the edge of something, a choice that will define everything ahead. Because somewhere along the way, you got comfortable. You settled into patterns that kill dreams slowly. Wake up at the same time, do the same things, feel the same disappointment. Tell yourself the same stories about why things haven't changed yet, about why you're still stuck here. The problem isn't out there somewhere. The problem is the version of you, the one who keeps choosing safe over significant, who keeps choosing familiar over free, who keeps choosing comfort over the burning truth that you were built for more than this, more than repeating yesterday with different dates, more than half-lived potential and quiet regret. Something inside you knows this already. That's why you're still listening to these words. That's why you can't shake the feeling that you're running out of time. Not time on a clock, time to become who you're capable of being.
Every single day you wait costs you. Not just hours, not just opportunities, it costs you respect for yourself. Because deep down you know the truth. You know you're capable of discipline. You know you're capable of showing up. You know you're capable of enduring discomfort. But knowing and doing are different universes. And right now, you're living in the gap between what you know is right and what you actually do each day. That gap is draining you, making you cynical, making you bitter, making you small. While time keeps moving, while your body keeps aging, while your dreams keep fading into background noise. You tell yourself you'll start on Monday. You tell yourself you'll start next month. You tell yourself you need the right conditions, the right energy, the right feeling. But waiting for perfect is just fear dressed up. Fear wearing the mask of wisdom. Fear convincing you to stay put. You're not going to wake up transformed. No magic switch exists. No perfect moment arrives to save you. No one is coming to fix this. Not a guru, not a system, not a new year. The brutal truth is this: everything you want requires becoming someone different, someone you're not yet, someone who does things you don't currently do, someone who thinks in ways you don't currently think, someone who operates from standards you don't currently hold. And becoming that someone, that happens in the dirt, in the daily grind nobody sees, in the decisions you make when nobody's watching, when the camera is off, when the audience is gone, when all that's left is you and the promise you made to yourself, the one you keep breaking, the one that's eating you alive. Because every broken promise to yourself compounds. It builds evidence against your own character. It teaches you that you can't be trusted. You already know what to do. That's not the problem. The problem is you won't do it. Not because you can't, but because you've built an identity around excuses, around reasons why not, around circumstances that supposedly make you special, different from everyone else who's done it. But you're not special in your struggles. You're just stuck in your stories. The story about your past, the story about your resources, the story about your time, the story about your energy. All stories, all negotiations with mediocrity, all permission slips to stay comfortable. And comfort is a slow death. It's the anesthesia that makes wasting your life bearable, that makes settling feel acceptable, that makes giving up seem reasonable. But you don't need more comfort. You need more confrontation with reality. The reality that nothing changes until you change, until you become the kind of being who does hard things, who keeps commitments, who executes regardless of feelings. Picture yourself 1 year from now, exactly the same. Same habits, same results, same disappointments, same conversations with yourself about change,
but nothing actually different. How does that feel? Now picture 5 years, still stuck, still starting over every Monday, still dreaming about the life you could have had, still explaining to yourself why you never became who you knew you could be. That future is waiting. It's the default path, the one you're on right now, unless you interrupt it with action, with real change, with standards you refuse to negotiate, because the pain of staying the same eventually becomes greater than the pain of changing. But most people wait too long, until too much time has passed, until too many chances have died, until the window closes completely, and all that's left is regret. Deep, permanent regret. Not because you tried and failed, but because you never really tried at all. This moment right here, this is where everything splits. One path leads back to normal, to the comfortable patterns, to the familiar disappointment. The other path leads into the unknown, into discomfort, into becoming. Most people choose the first path over and over until choosing becomes automatic, until settling becomes who you are. But there's another option, the option to decide differently, to draw a line in your life and say this ends now, not when conditions are perfect, not when you feel ready, not when the stars align, right now, with whatever you have, wherever you are, however broken you feel. The decision isn't about having all the answers, it's about refusing to stay broken, refusing to accept less than you're capable of, refusing to negotiate with the voice that tells you tomorrow, the voice that tells you you're not ready, the voice that tells you to wait.
Your mind will fight this. It will offer every excuse, every rationalization, every reason to stay comfortable. That's not weakness, that's biology. Your brain is wired to conserve energy, to avoid uncertainty, to keep you safe. But safe isn't the same as alive. Safe isn't the same as growing. Safe isn't the same as becoming. The resistance you feel is normal, expected, predictable, but it doesn't get to decide. You decide every single time, in every single moment. When the alarm goes off, when the work gets hard, when the progress feels slow, when nobody's cheering, when nothing seems to change, that's when you prove who you're becoming. Not when it's easy, not when you feel like it, but when every cell in your body is screaming to quit and you keep moving anyway. That's where the transformation happens. In the space between the urge to quit and the decision to continue. That space is where you rebuild yourself.
Comfort is expensive. It costs you your potential. It costs you your growth. It costs you your self-respect. Every time you choose the easy path, you reinforce the neural pathways of weakness. You teach your brain that discomfort means stop, that resistance means turn back, that hard means impossible. But that's all backwards. Discomfort means you're growing. Resistance means you're pushing boundaries. Hard means you're finally doing something worth doing. The comfortable life you're protecting, it's costing you the extraordinary life you could build. The safe choices you keep making, building a prison of your own design. The easy road you keep taking, leading nowhere you actually want to go. Because anything worth having requires sacrifice, requires giving up who you are for who you need to become, requires trading comfort for capability, security for strength, familiar for free. And most people won't make that trade, won't pay that price, won't do what it takes. Victory isn't a feeling, it's a standard, a set of non-negotiable behaviors, things you do regardless of how you feel, regardless of who's watching, regardless of whether it's working yet. Victory requires showing up when you're tired, when you're discouraged, when you're doubting everything. It requires doing the work even when results aren't visible, even when progress feels impossible, even when you'd rather be anywhere else. Victory requires building systems, creating structures, establishing routines that remove decisions, because you can't rely on willpower. Willpower is finite, systems are sustainable, and victory is built on sustainability, on the daily compound, on small decisions made consistently over months, over years, over a lifetime. Victory looks boring. Same routine, same discipline, same commitment, day after day after day. No drama, no excuses, no exceptions. Just execution, just showing up, just doing what you said you'd do, when you said you'd do it, how you said you'd do it.
There will be a period of nothing. No visible results, no external validation, no proof it's working. Just you and the work and the silence. This is where most people quit, when the initial excitement fades, when the newness wears off, when it's just grind with no glory. But this is the most important period. This is where the real building happens, underground, invisible, unsexy. This is where character gets forged, where discipline becomes identity, where commitment becomes unshakable. Because anyone can start. Starting is easy. Starting feels good. But continuing when nothing seems to change, that's different. That requires something deeper, something most people don't have. The ability to trust the process, to believe in what you can't see yet, to keep building when there's no evidence that it's building anything at all. This void is your crucible, your testing ground, your proving ground. Don't rush through it. Don't run from it. Build through it.
Real transformation happens in private, in the early mornings, in the late nights, in the moments nobody sees, nobody posts about, nobody celebrates. The rep you do when you're exhausted, the page you write when inspiration is gone, the call you make when you'd rather hide. That's where it happens. Not on the highlight reel, not in the victory speech, but in the daily, unsexy execution of doing what needs to be done when absolutely nobody is watching, when there's no audience, no validation, no external reward, just you and your word to yourself. That's all that matters. Can you keep your word? Can you honor your commitments? Can you do what you said when nobody checks? Because the world doesn't owe you recognition. The world doesn't care about your intentions. The world only responds to your results. And results come from work. Consistent, unglamorous, daily work. The kind nobody sees, the kind nobody celebrates, until it compounds into something undeniable.
You're running on old programming, beliefs installed years ago, patterns learned in childhood, stories adopted from people who were lost themselves. And that programming is running your life, making your decisions, limiting your possibilities, keeping you stuck in loops. You need to rewrite the code, delete the old programs, install new beliefs, create new patterns. But rewriting your operating system isn't comfortable. It requires questioning everything, every assumption, every belief, every story you tell yourself about who you are, about what you're capable of, about what you deserve. Most of that is garbage, inherited limitations, adopted fears, borrowed doubts. None of it is actually true. It's just programming. And programming can be changed, but only if you're willing to see yourself clearly, willing to confront the lies, willing to build something new from the ground up, with intention, with awareness, with absolute honesty. There will be days when everything hurts, when your body aches, when your mind screams, when your spirit feels crushed, when you question everything, why you started, whether it's worth it, if you can keep going. These days are inevitable, expected, part of the process,
not a sign to quit, not a sign you're doing it wrong, a sign you're doing it right, a sign you're pushing boundaries, a sign you're growing. Because growth hurts, change hurts, becoming hurts. If it didn't hurt, everyone would do it. But not everyone does. Most people feel the pain and turn back, choose comfort, choose familiar, choose safe. You have to be different. You have to embrace the hurt, not in a destructive way, but in a productive way, understanding that temporary pain leads to permanent gain, that discomfort today creates capability tomorrow, that suffering now builds strength for later.
Commitment isn't tested when things are going well, when you're winning, when you're seeing results, when you're feeling good. Commitment is tested in the valley, when nothing is working, when you're losing, when you're alone, when doubt is screaming, when fear is crushing, when quitting seems reasonable. That's the test. That's where you discover what you're made of. Not in your words, not in your intentions, but in your actions. In the moments when continuing seems impossible, do you continue? In the moments when giving up makes sense, do you give up? In the moments when no one would blame you for walking away, do you walk away? Or do you plant your feet, set your jaw, and refuse to move? That's commitment. Not the feeling, the action. Not the idea, the execution. Not the plan, the follow-through. Day after day, choice after choice, moment after moment.
Most people are interested in changing, interested in growing, interested in becoming. But interest is weak. Interest fades. Interest quits. Commitment is different. Commitment doesn't negotiate. Commitment doesn't make excuses. Commitment doesn't depend on feelings. Committed people show up every single time, no matter what, no matter how, no matter why. Because commitment isn't emotional, it's operational. It's a system, it's a standard, it's a non-negotiable contract with yourself that you honor regardless of circumstances, regardless of obstacles, regardless of how you feel. The committed don't wait for inspiration, don't wait for readiness, don't wait for perfect. Because waiting is just another form of quitting, delayed, disguised, but still quitting. The committed understands something fundamental. Action creates clarity. Movement creates momentum. Execution creates evidence that you're capable, that you're serious, that you're becoming. Someone different, someone better, someone unstoppable.
Transformation isn't linear. It's chaotic, messy, unpredictable. Some days you'll feel invincible. Other days you'll feel broken. Some weeks you'll make massive progress. Other weeks you'll feel stuck. That's normal. That's the process. Not a sign something's wrong. A sign you're in it, really in it, doing the deep work, the kind that actually changes you. Because surface changes are easy. Surface changes are temporary. Surface changes don't last. Real transformation happens at the identity level, where you fundamentally change who you believe you are, what you believe you're capable of, how you operate in the world. And that takes time, takes repetition, takes consistency, takes showing up, even when you don't see progress, especially when you don't see progress, because the invisible work is building the foundation for the visible breakthrough. That comes later, when you least expect it, when you're just grinding, just executing, just being disciplined. Then suddenly, everything clicks.
You have a ceiling, self-imposed, built from beliefs, reinforced by habits, protected by fear. This ceiling is invisible, but it's real. It's the upper limit of what you believe possible for yourself, for your life, for your potential. And you hit it every time. You get close, then you self-sabotage. You pull back. You find a reason to stay below it. Because breaking through is terrifying. It means entering unknown territory. It means becoming someone new. It means leaving behind the familiar version of who you've been. But that version is outdated, limited, small. It's time to break through, not by trying harder, but by changing the beliefs that created the ceiling, by questioning the assumptions, by challenging the limits, by refusing to accept what you've always accepted, and pushing beyond, into discomfort, into uncertainty, into becoming. Someone without a ceiling, someone who keeps expanding, someone who refuses to be contained.
You're closer than you think. Not to the end, there is no end, but to the breakthrough, the moment when everything shifts, when the compound effect kicks in, when all the invisible work becomes visible progress. But right now, right before the breakthrough, is when it's hardest, when you're most tired, most discouraged, most ready to quit. This is the final test. The universe asking, do you really want this? Are you really committed? Will you really keep going when every fiber of your being wants to stop? The answer determines everything, because this is where weak people quit, where average people settle, where mediocre people make excuses. But extraordinary people? Different breed, different standard, different commitment. Those who become unrecognizable push through this exact moment, when pushing through seems impossible, when continuing seems insane, when quitting seems smart, but refuse, absolutely refuse to give up, to give in, to go back to who you were.
The goal isn't improvement. Improvement is weak, incremental, safe. The goal is transformation, complete, total, unrecognizable. Becoming someone so different from who you are now that people from your past won't recognize you, won't understand you, won't relate to you, because you've changed everything. Your standards, your habits, your thoughts, your actions, your entire operating system. You've become someone who does hard things naturally, who keeps commitments automatically, who executes without negotiation. Someone disciplined, someone relentless, someone unstoppable. This isn't about being better than others. This is about being unrecognizable to yourself, shocking yourself with your own capacity, with your own discipline, with your own transformation. That's the standard. That's the goal. That's what's possible when you stop negotiating, when you stop making excuses, when you stop settling, and start executing with everything you have, every single day, until transformation is inevitable.
This is your new standard. No more half measures, no more starting Monday, no more waiting for perfect. Right now, with what you have, where you are, begin. Not tomorrow, today. Not when you're ready, now. Not when conditions improve, immediately. Because every moment you delay is a moment you'll never get back. Every excuse you make is evidence against your character. Every negotiation with mediocrity is a vote for staying the same. And staying the same is no longer an option. You've seen the cost. You've felt the pain. You've tasted the regret of wasting your potential, of breaking promises to yourself, of living beneath your capability. That ends now. This moment, this decision, this commitment. You're going to become unrecognizable, not through magic, not through luck, through work. Daily, disciplined, relentless work. Through showing up, through executing, through honoring your word to yourself above all else. Because if you can't trust yourself, nothing else matters. Make the decision. Draw the line. Start now. Become unrecognizable.